The top 10 richest boxers in history. Starting with Anthony Joshua's net worth of $80 million. Joshua is a former unified heavyweight champ with one of the best resumes in heavyweight boxing. The reason AJ managed to make it on this list is due to his very marketable appearance and character. He sold over 1 million pay-per-views in 7 different fights and defeated various top heavyweights including Dylan White, Joseph Parker, Alexander Povetkin, Kubrat Pulev, Andy Ruiz Jr., and even Vladimir Klitschko. Now speaking about Vladimir Klitschko, he comes in next on this list with a net worth of $90 million. Vladimir dominated the heavyweight division for over 10 years, so it can't be shocking to see that he has accumulated this much wealth. He held 5 heavyweight belts non-stop for 6 years undefeated. His last 2 fights were his 2 biggest paydays, and he lost to both Anthony Joshua and Tyson Fury. Many people don't consider these 2 fights as important losses, since he was 40 versus Fury and 42 years old versus Joshua. Enough of Klitschko's success. Let's go back to the 1980s with Sugar Ray Leonard, an amazing fighter who amassed $120 million up until today. Leonard won 2 gold medals. He was welterweight champ and held a belt from each major sanctioning body in that division. He even won championships in the lighter middleweight, super middleweight, and heavyweight classes and divisions. Now let's get back to the present with Tyson Fury's net worth of around $135 million. Because of his epic clashes with the Bronze Bomber, Deontay Wilder, the Gypsy King has amassed millions of dollars. He currently has a 5-fight contract for $80 million. He could make even more money if he eventually manages to fight Joshua for a cash cow fight. Now moving to Lennox Lewis, the richest British boxer who has amassed around $140 million. This beast has beaten Mike Tyson, Evander Holyfield, and even Vladimir Klitschko's brother, Vitaly Klitschko. Lewis retired shortly after defeating Vitaly Klitschko, leaving behind his belt, but still managed to maintain a high net worth. Now let's move to the biggest name of boxing currently, the #1 pound-for-pound king, Saul Canelo Alvarez, with a net worth of over $140 million. Canelo is the highest ranked fighter currently and the biggest draw in the sport since Floyd Money Mayweather. Not referencing anything, you know. Alvarez's fight with Floyd became the 3rd most watched boxing match of all time. Since then, he had more than 15 pay-per-view contests that were purchased by more than 1 million people. After this beast comes the only man who reached a split decision with Mayweather, Oscar De La Hoya, with a massive net worth of $200 million, the original money fighter who won the super featherweight, lightweight, super welterweight, light middleweight, and middleweight titles. He became even richer when he made Golden Boy promotions, featured Canelo in the past and Ryan Garcia today. Who comes next on this list as the 3rd richest boxer? The only 8 division world champion, Manny Pacquiao, who has a net worth of around $220 million, the highest pay-per-view event ever recorded in boxing and fighting history, included Pacquiao's fight with Mayweather. The Filipino legend was still fighting against top competitors like Ugas and Thurman even after age 40, but he has finally retired to focus more on his political career. After Pacquiao comes another great heavyweight, George Foreman, who made great money fighting Muhammad Ali, Joe Frazier, and even Evander Holyfield. He had a very nice record, winning 76 out of 81 fights. But the most money he ever made was after boxing, and it was when he opened a grill restaurant which became so famous that he amassed $300 million up until today. Now we all know who comes in as number one richest boxer in the world. Floyd Money Mayweather. They don't call Floyd Mayweather Money for no reason. He's a 5-division world champion with a record of 50 wins and 0 losses. He has defeated Canelo Alvarez, Manny Pacquiao, and Oscar De La Hoya, 3 names that are all in this list. Amazingly, the 4 highest pay-per-view events come from Mayweather fighting Alvarez, Pacquiao, De La Hoya, and Conor McGregor. He has an estimated net worth of around $450 million, but he states that his net worth is above $1 billion. I just want to say that we can add Conor McGregor as a boxer since he did fight as a professional boxer versus Mayweather. But I didn't add him since I wanted to focus on people who boxed for their entire career. But let's just say we do add Conor McGregor as a boxer. Then AJ would be removed from this ranking and Conor would be the fourth richest boxer with a net worth of $200 million. He actually would be competing with De La Hoya in terms of net worth, but knowing Conor's hype and business mindset, in around a year he probably would go up considerably. So these are my top 10 rankings for the richest boxers in the world. Who do you respect most from this list? Guys, tell me what you all are interested in, what video topic you have for me. If this video gets 88 likes, I'll post the top 10 richest UFC fighters in the world. Now I want to thank you all for watching. If you enjoyed this video or found it helpful, please box the like button and subscribe for more content like this. Cheers.